What's up guys, Mitch from Shock Therapy, and today we're going to be showing you how to install the rear sway bar and link kit on the Can-Am X3. This sway bar and link kit also fits the DS models as well. This sway bar and link kit does multiple things for you. Not only are the links that we provide in our kit much stronger than the factory ones, this sway bar is also adjustable, so it allows you to fine-tune the exact amount of body roll that you do or do not want inside your car. Our link kit is adjustable in the sense that if you ever have to replace a rod end, you can actually unthread it from the link body instead of having to buy a complete link kit. This install is relatively simple. It should take you no longer than an hour or two. So let's jump on in. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Your first step in the installation is to remove the factory link, starting with the lower hardware first. This is done by using an 18mm wrench and an 18mm socket on an impact. Next, remove the upper hardware using a 21mm wrench and an 18mm socket. Remove the factory link from the vehicle and repeat these steps on the opposite side. Next, remove both the bolts holding the sway bar clamp to the frame of the vehicle. This is done by using an 18mm socket and 18mm wrench. With the factory hardware removed from the sway bar, you can now remove the factory backing plate that is behind the sway bar clamp. Next, remove the sway bar clamp itself, and then remove the factory bushing that is held onto the sway bar. Repeat these steps on the opposite side. With all of the factory components removed, you can now remove the factory sway bar itself. This may require some twisting and turning of the sway bar to actually get it out of the vehicle. Next, grab the Shock Therapy sway bar and begin the installation by again twisting and turning the sway bar itself to insert it into the vehicle. With the Shock Therapy sway bar in place, make sure to clean and re-grease the factory bushing and install it onto the new sway bar. Next, clean the factory sway bar clamp and reinstall it onto the factory bushing. Next, clean the factory backing plate and reinstall it behind the factory sway bar clamp. Insert the factory hardware and install the nuts on the back side of the frame tube. Make sure to finger tighten the hardware and repeat these steps on the opposite side. With all of the factory components reinstalled, you can now begin to tighten down the hardware using that same 18mm wrench and 18mm socket. With all the factory hardware tightened, make sure to torque down the hardware to 88 foot-pounds and repeat this step on the opposite side. So pro tip for you guys, the links that are going to be shipped to you are going to be set to 7 3/4. Always a good idea to just double check that, make sure it is set to that from center of hole to center of hole. Make sure that the Shock Therapy sway bar links are set to 7 3/4 inches from center of hole to center of hole. With this measurement achieved, you can now begin to finger tighten the jam nuts to the link body themselves. Repeat these steps on the opposite link. So another thing to look for here is that all of your spacers for the link kit are actually the same. And then you're going to have two bolts that are actually given to you in the kit as well. These are going to be the upper bolts that go to the sway bar itself, and then you're going to reuse the factory lower bolt. With the link measurement set, you can now install the lower spacers and attach it to the trailing arm using the factory hardware. Next, insert the upper spacers and attach the sway bar link to the sway bar using the supplied hardware in the kit. Make sure that the washer is installed onto the bolt before installing the bolt through the sway bar. Repeat these steps on the opposite side. Now tighten the lower hardware using an 18mm wrench and an 18mm socket. Next, tighten the upper hardware using a 19mm wrench and a 19mm socket. Make sure to torque all the hardware to 88 foot-pounds and repeat these steps on the opposite side. With all of your hardware torqued, you can now tighten your jam nuts using a 15/16 wrench. Repeat these steps on the opposite side and your installation is complete. We hope that this video helped you guys with the installation of your rear sway bar and link kit at home. As always, we recommend to check those jam nuts after the first 100 to 200 miles to ensure that they are still tight. Something to keep in mind is that if you guys do want to adjust the sway bar link on the sway bar itself, you do not have to jack up the vehicle to do this. Just make sure you're on level ground and then you can adjust the link from side to side. This sway bar is adjustable for a few reasons, so don't be afraid to adjust the link on the sway bar itself to find that perfect setting for your driving style. If you like the rear sway bar setup, be sure to check out the front sway bar setup as well. This can eliminate a lot of the nosedive and front end feeling that the Can-Ams are known for. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified anytime that we post a new video. If you'd like to order this sway bar kit and link kit, you can visit the website at shocktherapyusa.com, or for any other questions or technical help, feel free to give us a call at 623-217-4959.
Life's hard, Mitch.
It's hot in here. Now all you're gonna do is just tighten it down. Get 88 foot-pounds.
They moved that tape measure out of the background. It's just gonna. Thank you. A bit aggressive.
Can we get back to filming, Josh? It is adjust. I'm trying to be. Just make sure that both tires are on equal level ground. Equal level? Equal level. We'd have a problem. You're right. Jeez. Ouch. Blah. Bleh. Little plug in there. Like butter on warm toast. Just, you know, melts. Where are we at now? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell to be notified anytime that we post a new video. Notified anytime.
It's gonna hit the bell.
What was that? I already hit my bell.
I know.
I'm trying to roll all that together because it sounds good.
Nice.
Nice, sick, tight, sick. Can I get all these lights?
Yeah.
They're
Blinding.
Yeah, they're hurting.